Hi, I'm Dr. Frank Stavinsky, and welcome to DC Mentors vlog. My guest and Dr. Cecile Thackeray, also known as the Canadian Martha Stewart. But we were talking about this really remarkable algorithm about discipline over distraction. And it's not just as we go into the, quote, new year, and we talk about people having resolutions, and we at DC Mentors call it a re-solution, because guess what? It was a solution last year, and you didn't do it, okay? So as we go into the re-solution idea, we've come up with this at DC Mentors, one of our templates to not just jumpstart, but just to get the discipline and find out where the distractions are, is a thing we call stacking an hour. How do you see stacking an hour? I know you've been having clients do that. What do you have them do? Well,
one of the things, I think this is a very perfect time of the year to do it, because there is an urgency around it. There is also, I know in Canada we have a lot of statutory holidays, so you're almost forced, if you will. And I know personally in practice, my busiest days ever have been in this week. And part of what you can do is just say, you know, make it a party. Don't put that stress on yourself. Just open up your mind, open up your brain, open up your appointment book, and say, whoever wants to come in can come in, and force, you know, there's no longer clusters, there's no time in between, because it is fun from the minute you start to the minute you finish.
So let's back up then. You, of course, the mature practice, just, you know, people know that you're there because your car's there. It's like, I'm here for the holidays, and they're excited to come in there. If we're going to go through the process of stacking, let's just say sometimes, you know, you haven't been hearing these concepts, and it might be now a year or 3 years you've been in this mindset. This is a slow time, so guess what? It is a slow time now. You know, the mindset is now between, hardly anybody's there. When we say stack an hour, that means pick 1 hour a day, and like you said, make that the party time, that ask as many people to come into that hour. So if a doctor's used to seeing, I don't know, 30 or 40 a day, what would you put in an hour? Would you say adding 5, 10 people in that hour to just get to get the focus and the discipline around there?
Not at all. I wouldn't even put a number on it. I would just commit that you want to do it.
Oh, good.
You tell your techs. Okay, the cool part about using this time of the year is there's a lot of people that are off work between Christmas and New Year's. So somebody that couldn't regularly come in at, say, noon or 10:30 or 10 o'clock can now come in. So you just say to your techs, this is what we're going to do, and open it up. Don't give any boundary on it or anything like that. Just say.
So here's what we want you to do. 1 hour every day. You stack that hour, and you're going to do that for a 90-day period. Here's why this is going to work. Because we had our client base, we had them do that, and of course some of them did it, some of them did not. The ones who have done it have already increased 30% within 90 days. That's a big increase in patient volume. Here's why. Because they not only got disciplined, as you said, but on that algorithm, they saw where the distractions were. They saw that their minds weren't trained enough to turn off their peripheral things when things were going wrong. They saw, really, did they really have systems in place? Were they really able to take the reactivated patients? Were they really able to do those things? So if you stack that hour, it's kind of like, I think it's a theory, because when I go to the gym, I never do this. It looks like people have a bar, and then they end up putting plates on that bar. And then, I know, I've seen it. But then they take those plates, and then it looks like 60 days later, you know what they end up doing? They put another plate on. It's like, I don't even know why you would do that. That just makes it a game that's, I can't win. But actually, because it is, you do stretch, you do grow that way.
So I have an idea. Pick 3 o'clock, or the very first time you start in the afternoon. That's going to be your hour. That way, the kids that want to sleep in that are home from university, they can all come in at 3. The people that have been traveling back from visiting their grandparents or whatever, they can all come in at 3. So that's your hour. Then the other cool part is that you have a little bit of prep time. You're not just waking up in the morning. You can go load yourself up on caffeine, whatever it is you have to do to get yourself mentally prepared. Get rid of all the distractions that you've had for that day. Get your stuff done and go in there and be present and serve and learn what it's like to push yourself and really step outside your comfort zone.
So if you stack it, you will find the re-solutions. and the resolutions will actually manifest, and it will manifest before spring.